enumeration option is set to off.
The college football playoff is here. The long regular season has all been building to this. And now, first-round games and home field settings. This place is going to be rocking. Welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and LSU Death Valley, home of the Bayou Bengals. As we see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the LSU Tigers. EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. The playoff is here, and let's not wait any longer. Let's get this going. And the kickoff will be returned. Coverage team flying downfield, not much gained on that return. So Stanford's offense comes onto the field for the first time today. Now a brand new step in this season that gets even more intense. A playoff game on a college campus, Kirk. What an environment here. What a special moment for both these teams.
Chris, we're all big fans of what we see in the playoff, especially on these college campuses. Find out how good this team on the road can be. Can they navigate the waters of dealing with not just a great team, but dealing with a hostile environment? It's a lot, but let's see if they can get it done.
Looking to throw. It's Bush. The pass is incomplete. He dropped the first down attempt here across the middle. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Powers through. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
Looks like Stanford will have the first down. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
On the right side, that's a big gain. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. The Stanford offense is moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Short pass finds the tight end. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Throwing up play action. Looking for a man deep on the right side. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Seventh play of the opening drive. They've moved it and now face a third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They move the ball to the 48 and earn a fresh set of downs. Stanford getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in his zone here to start this game.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. So after the incompletion, it's second down. And they'll use the ground game here. Going absolutely nowhere after the loss of the ball. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, but they'll go for it. Here we go on 4th down. Finds room at the 30. Touchdown, Stanford, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. This offense comes out, immediately gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepared for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And here's the return from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. So LSU's offense out there for their first possession. Let's check out the impact players in this game. They're guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. The teammates look to them. Coaches are counting on them today.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most consistency, and I think that's why we're showcasing them, and they're going to have to be able to step up and not only make plays, I think provide the leadership. Coaches told us all week that these are the guys that really are unique within this program.
Breaks into the clear. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
You're pounding away with the running game. It's 1st and 10. There's the handoff. Looking for the end zone. Has a lane. Touchdown, Tigers, as they fight back here in this playoff game.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
Automatic on the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Coverage team flying down there. Good job. They limit the return. Not much there. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. To the air. It's Bush. Under pressure, just lets it go.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. moves on to boot it away now. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Fighting off the defender. And they've got him back there for a loss of 8.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Play action fake. Looking to throw. Blitz and a quick sack.
3rd down and long, and they go play action. Puts the quarterback in a tough spot by taking his eyes off of the coverage. Now, I get that it can maybe help the protection, but here it did not, and now you have a sack.
The coverage team makes the stop on this return. And one final play before the end of the quarter. To throw, it's Bush. On the run, he'll let it go. Oh, the pass is picked off. Breaks into the open. The 10. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick. So at the end of one, we are dead even as these teams continue their pursuit of a national championship. Let's take a quick look at the game summary so far. We've got a good one in our hands, which we'll hope for in a playoff game as we begin the second period. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. Handoff heading left. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Receiver makes the catch. Touchdown, LSU. They connect for 6. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense, though.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Stanford offense back out there on the field now. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, pick in the very first play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. It's a nice game. They'll move the football up to the 27.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The incompletion makes it 2nd down and 10 from the 27. Handoff here from the shotgun. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for their offense.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. One team making their way on the field. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. And That Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. On first down, it's play action. Moves out of the pocket. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. Second down after that previous play. Here comes a handoff. Powering through. Tackle, but first down.
Chris, I know when we think about LSU, we go back to 2019. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. That dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here and move the sticks.
They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Grab down the middle. It's Banks. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. LSU has moved into the red zone. Ball handed off. Brings in the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. This offense cannot be stopped.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Back to pass. It's Bush. Quick catch over the middle. It's a nice gain. It'll move the football up to the 27. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. He went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But
here he goes. Across the 40. Inside the 20. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9. A chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal. And he'll set up to throw. Launching one to the end zone. Tremendous protection. There was bound to be somebody open. Touchdown, Cardinal. And they'll set up now for the extra point drop. The extra point is good, but down by a touchdown, 21-14. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. He's in the clear. At the 20. Inside the 10. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Tigers.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
they'll set up with a PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Cardinal offense is back out there on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now two-possession lead. An inside deal now from the shotgun.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
They finally get him down, but this passing game has produced a chunk play. Looking downfield, it's Bush. Defense is coming after him. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. They'll run it here. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action.
Headed for the end zone. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, LSU.
Oh, man, these guys will not be stopped. Talk about putting up points before halftime, and they're really putting some distance on the scoreboard. This defense is officially reeling.
And the extra point was up and good. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Return starts from inside the 5. They stop at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. It's a shotgun run call. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Quarterback delivers quickly. A receiver on the screen. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
To the air, it's Bush. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Well, that's their second sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
And the returner will be brought down. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to this lead before halftime? Quick dart to the right. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, a missed opportunity to your best receiver with that speed. I'll tell you this, I'm shocked that he actually overthrew. If anything, I'd expect him to underthrow a fleet-footed receiver like this, but he must have anticipated that his receiver could go get it and just misses it.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Can he get there on the ground? Breaking free at midfield. Breaks into the clear. Past the 10. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, LSU.
Chris, we're only a few ticks from halftime, and doesn't it feel like this thing's already over? Just a first-half beatdown to be remembered. This is going to be a fun locker room at halftime.
And the point after is good. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner is tackled as time expires here in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. Exciting, action-packed, enormous drama. Talk about a first half of football. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
All right, Kevin, thank you for the update. Stanford will kick it off to get the second half going. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hill. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Offense back onto the field. They really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. And the defense makes some adjustments. Come up with a stop here. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Chris, as you know, the reason this team has such a nice lead today is the day that this guy has had running the football. But that time, finally, the defense comes up with an answer for it.
Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
That's a pretty good effort by this defense to come up with that loss. Let's face it, it has been a really long game for these guys, but I love that they've not given up and they're still out there fighting.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Toss it to the back, running left. First down, looking for more now. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
Enough space for a solid gain before they stop it.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. A chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Sticking with the running game. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on 3rd down, almost pick up the 1st down. What it does, though, is it gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that 1st down.
And that one's straight down the middle. And they add to their lead.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead. Bringing it out, it's Henry. And they've got the returner corralled. And the Stanford offense is back out there on the field. Dropping back, it's Bush. Tries to beat the pressure with a deep shot. Catch is made deep down the right sideline. Keeps a foot in bounds. What concentration. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. 1st down now at the 47. One big play has gotten this offense suddenly near midfield. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Lets it fly to the wideout, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Incompletion on 1st down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 47. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. He lets it go on the move. He's got it in the open. In the clear at the 25. Finally brought down to the 13-yard line. An enormous gain puts him in great scoring position. All of a sudden, that one explosive play has set the offense up inside the red zone. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. He finds his man. Touchdown, Stanford. Still no answer for this offensive machine. And they'll set up for the PAT.
That's what I love about this running back is he's so dangerous after the catch. You know, you look at him and you think about the ability to run between tackles or even bounce it outside, and that's great. But what makes him really one of the more dangerous backs in the country is this right here. Catch the ball to the backfield, make people miss, and take it into the end zone.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Looking to build on this lead on this possession. Had to settle for 3 last time out. They're going to run it here. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
Same tailback, another carry. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a 1st down.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the 1st down.
The back's got it. The defense all over him. They stop him right at the line.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
As the 1st down is still going. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a 1st down. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Breaks an open space. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
And now the handoff. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Offense getting set. It's second down. And here's the handoff. Look out, room to run here. Tackled down at the 3-yard line after an excellent run.
Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays off. What a big gain. Thought he might be close to being able to take it all the way to the end zone, but the defense just brings him down there inside the 5.
Fresh set of downs. First and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And that will extend their lead even further. So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Returner is brought down. It's a start of the next drive. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Looking downfield. It's Bush. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quick throw caught over the middle. And he'll pick up the 1st down, stopped at the 27. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. We played 3 quarters with a chance to stay alive for the national championship. Let's check out the game summary here so far. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. They open the 4th by going to the air. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
But it's another sack. What a job by this defense. Even with this sizable lead here early in the 4th quarter, they are not letting up. They don't even see the score. They're still in that attack mode, and I love to see it.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. On another sack. This defense on fire.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Here comes 3rd and long. Trailing in the game. Giving up that sack earlier could prove to be decisive. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. See if he can make something happen with the return. It's a foot race. And the speedy returner, a big gain on that one. Coverage team barely able to stop him. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. The last possession, they were able to milk some clock and add 3 points to the scoreboard. Keeping it on the ground here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right here.
Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing it.
All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
0 running room, stop right at the line of scrimmage. Now comes the field goal unit.
Number 11 on the field goal.
The field goal is good. And they add to their lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Stanford offense is back out on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. He'll throw it now. The receiver makes the catch. Breaking tackles and going. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Cardinal. No chance to catch him there.
That's not going to make much of a difference today, but it can be a subtle positive takeaway for a team getting beat down like this. And it demonstrates resilience. You want to see this fight from your team in this kind of situation.
And he knocks through the PAT. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Oh, the kicking team makes the recovery. Well executed onside kick.
Wow, the kicker deserves a lot of credit here. He placed the ball perfectly. All you have to do is keep the ball in bounds and then hope for a favorable bounce. Here, they got a real favorable bounce.
It's a quick grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Stanford comes to the line quickly here.
I really like what this defensive coordinator's doing right now. He's got a nice lead.
Now here he goes. Inside the 20. That's a massive play. Moves the ball to the 14, and just like that, they're in scoring position. Here we go. That huge explosive play has set the offense up in the red zone. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Swarm for the pass rush. A sack. See if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long.
I'll tell you what, Chris, I didn't expect this. This quarterback is outstanding, but they have pressured him all game long, and they got to him again.
The tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Back to throw. It's Bush. Looking downfield near the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Stanford.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone.
Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. The offense able to fall on the football. Lucky to maintain possession there. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but they settle for a chip shot field goal. Leaning on the run game here. He's got room to run. He's in the clear. Touchdown, Tigers. They are pouring it on now.
You know, this head coach and even the players always talk about wanting to play a 4-4 quarters, and that's what we're seeing right now. I don't think they're interested in running the score up. I just think they're out there executing the plays called. Right now, they continue to put touchdowns up on the board.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the Stanford offense back out there in the field now. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. Handoff from the shotgun. Breaks free. Breaks into the clear. They get him down, but that was the kind of explosive chunk play this offense has been looking for. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. After one explosive play, the offense suddenly moves inside the opponent's 45. Scanning the field, it's Bush. QB to the tight end for a completion. They're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. 2nd down after that completion. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Really trapping for a sack.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal.
Well, another touchdown pass for this quarterback. Multiple scores on the day. He is in total control of this offense right now, and the defense just doesn't have an answer.
And they tack on the extra point. On the hands team, all over that to make the recovery. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Offense comes up on 1st down in 13 personnel. This can create some problems for a defense. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the 1st down.
Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, LSU. They continue to roll up the score.
You know, some people get really upset when you run up the score like this, but for most of the players out there, I think they get it. When you're ahead, you want to win by 100, and when you're behind, you just want it to end.
Extra point try coming now. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Dropping back, it's Bush. And it's incomplete that time, just out of reach of the receiver.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
This time the pass interference call goes against the offense. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. It's a sack. They trap him inside the 5. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is...
Here he goes. The senior with excellent work after the catch. Now the offense will take a timeout here with 30 seconds remaining.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to the penalty. That's good news for the offense. First down here for this offense. And he drops back in the gun. Bringing pressure. The pass rush gets home.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13. Back to pass. It's Bush. Looking for a late deep throw. That one sails too far. Out of bounds. Incomplete.
It's just so hard in these late game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Now this defense has done such a great job of disrupting the timing with this quarterback and his wide receivers. Sacked him multiple times, consistent pressure, just dominating performance.
And the returner is brought down as the clock runs out. That'll do it for this game. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So